With a movie like A Johnny English Strikes Again, you just want to go to a glamorous world, you get in the passenger seat, and Johnny drives you where you want to go.
For me, this has been the most wonderful project as a production designer. There's so many sets, and it's got such a wide variety of styles and looks. We've filled 3 or 4 stages here at Pinewood Studios, and they are crammed. I mean, we're literally kind of squeezing between one set and the other.
Everything around us has changed a lot. You know, so when we shot the first one, we were still shooting on film on 35mm. There was none of the sort of CGI stuff that we have now. When we had to climb up to the top of Canary Wharf in the first film, we built the top of Canary Wharf. We built like 10 floors of Canary Wharf. This time, we were the same, but we were surrounded by a completely different world. The cameras are different, the technology is different. There's a fantastic sequence in this film that's shot on a yacht, a sort of super yacht. You know, when they build a super yacht in the studio these days, basically, you build like about this much of the yacht, and everything else is computer generated. It's crazy.
If you wanted to kill me, you would have already done so.
The prep school where we first meet Johnny was great fun to design. I really wanted it to feel as though the school was in the middle of nowhere and it hadn't been done up. So everything wanted to feel a little bit old and worn. We found a really great location that we could kind of alter a lot. So we painted into it and put our own scenery into it. I mean, for example, the geography classroom, I kind of put in this one wooden wall that had these kind of wooden strips all over it. That was a fun set also to design because this is the space that Johnny kind of camouflages himself into the wall, and he's kind of painted himself to match what's behind him. So that was great fun, working kind of directly with Rowan, working out what he should disappear against and how we would achieve that look, and from which angle the headmaster would look at him from so he became invisible.
And that's camouflage.
Certainly the largest set that we've built for the film is Côte de Roc restaurant, because this whole sequence that takes place in the restaurant takes place in the dusk. And for us to film it, it's going to take up to 3 days. And to film on location in the dusk for 3 days is impossible. So we decided that we'd actually build a set. The other reason that we had to build a set was because actually there's so much fire in it. Basically the whole place catches fire at the end of the sequence. And nobody would allow us to film this with so much fire on their beautiful restaurant. So much has to work around the action. So within the set, there's a door that goes into the kind of the behind-the-scenes area and the changing room area of the restaurant that then opens out into the main restaurant. The restaurant needs to be kind of perched on a cliff because there's a moment that Johnny throws loads of plates over the edge rather than carrying them back to the kitchen. I had to kind of work out just the logistics of all of that and then apply that to a set. When we shoot, you never know where they're going to point the camera. So I always try and get in as much detail as possible into every little area that could possibly be featured. So we have the name of the hotel stitched into the chairs. It's printed on the plates. So, you know, there's that kind of detail that applies to that set.
Bon appetit.
Every single set is different. It's wonderful, it's an exciting experience. Certainly a kind of visual feast. We're moving so fast through the film from one set to another. And I've tried to make them all feel different so that you are feeling that you are moving and progressing through this space with Johnny and joining in his confusion. I've really enjoyed that process.
Mind your head, sir. Ow!